We're about to go live, ladies and gentlemen. That means shut the fuck up back there. And if you get close enough, you might get high as shit, alright? So come in tight. We'll pass you a blunt. Alright, the closer you are, the better. You gotta be at arm's length. I got plenty of blunts back here. How many TV shows let you do that shit? Alrighty, guys. I'm Victor Martinez Jr. Thanks for coming to my garage. This is the studio right now. The green screen's up. The lights are on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, make some fucking noise! Hello, hello! Alrighty, let's get it started, guys. It's been a long 2 fucking weeks. I missed you guys. How the fuck we doing? Oh man, I miss doing this shit, but most of all, I miss smoking. I'll tell you what. I was in Arizona, and they're legal out there, but I didn't know anybody, man. Just my grandparents, and they're not that cool with it yet, dude. They're not those kind of grandparents. They're not Cali grandparents. They're fucking Arizona grandparents, okay? Speaking of the family and shit, let me update you on what's been going on. My baby mama, Candace, she got her ancestry DNA test back, and turns out she's 69% French, making my white son part French. Judging by their blue eyes and blonde hair, it was German-occupied France, I'm guessing. Speaking of which, the government has been temporarily reopened for 3 weeks. Yeah, how about that? And without funding for the wall. Fuck that dude, right? And it looks like representatives are only pro-choice when shutting the government down happens. They're like, fuck it, I don't know what the hell their problem is. People are cursing Trump for this, saying his popularity is going down the drain faster than R. Kelly's, I'm telling you. Trump is going to declare a state of emergency, though, if he doesn't get the funding for this wall in 3 weeks. And so he's pulled out a new slogan. He's saying, build a wall and the crime will fall. Isn't that like the shittiest fucking... Sounds like a terrible Dr. Seuss book, man, I'll tell you. And, I mean, what's this country come to? 3 years ago, Michelle Obama was rapping to keep kids in college. And now we're making rhymes to keep immigrants out of our country. And it's lame. Build a wall to fucking... This is what happens when your cabinet doesn't have any black people, okay? You have no bars, other than that one Robert Mueller guy. He's got some bars, I heard. He's in jail. Trump on his own properties has been secretly firing undocumented immigrants. I wonder how they got there. Don't you have fucking walls, Trump? And he's saying in this country, it's fucking, what is he saying? I don't know. I don't like hearing them. I wonder how they got here, right? He's saying, so by pushing these Mexicans out, what, you're technically making Mexico pay for the wall? I guess. Trump hosted the national championship, the football team. He hosted those guys, the Clemson football championship, and he hosted... In the White House had a bunch of dollar menu items from fucking Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, guys. This was fucking awesome. This happened while we were gone. What's sad is he ate like this before we went broke. You know, like you can tell. I already know he loves fried shit. Speaking of which, Trump asked NASA if they could change their timeline on having an unmanned spacecraft from here to Mars from 2030 to in his presidency, which is hopefully in the next month or so. And I'm guessing he's looking for a new wife to go give her that Space Force, you know. Roger Stone's house got raided. Isn't that fucking cool, man? I love this part of the Scorsese movies. It had guns drawn. Dude, having white-collar people be fucking, swatted like that, that's really fun to see. That's why I watch Cops. It's so fun. It's my favorite part. And, they were saying some people are saying, why is the FBI doing this? This is like a really gross... they're using their power, they're abusing it, the FBI, right? And how can you say that on the week of MLK Day? Like, listen, guys, if you don't know white people, the FBI killed MLK, okay? How the fuck can you bring this shit up? Anyways, Michael Cohen is requesting to be transferred to a Jew jail. Yeah, All right, what the fuck? In Jewish jail, the last meal is very popular. You don't have to tip. When they give them the chair, they request to break a glass and yell l'chaim. And, you know, they don't use that chair too often. And they like to save money on the energy bill, so they unplug the thing every time. In Jewish jail, you get circumcised, not stabbed. It's really terrible. The banks made $30 billion in overdraft fees last year on poor people or people who overdrafted and shit like that. And you know what the fuck did we do? We bailed them out. Where's my bailout? I feel like I'm way too big to fail by now. I'm telling you, fucking huge. And what else has been going on? Oh yeah, that fucking kid, that little white smug ass kid in DC was staring down the Native American.
My buddy!
Dude, and they were saying like, you know, apparently his lawyers are saying we can't talk about it, we can't say anything because they're suing everyone for libel. You know, why is he suing everyone? This kid got exactly what he wanted. White people just want to feel black for a little bit, right? So, that's, you know, he's getting that. They're fucking tarnishing his reputation. Let's lighten things up. Joe Montana is investing $75 million in a weed company, man. How fucking badass is that? That's what I call a Super Bowl. We should have seen it coming. 45 Super Bowl wins, 2 MVPs, 0 losses. This man was high the whole time. Anyways, guys, what do you say? Let's get this show started, huh? Make some fucking noise! We got very good guests tonight, guys. Coming out here towards the middle, we got Rich Port in the motherfucking house, our musical guest. Coming up right now, we got Willie High. He's our special guest. Make some noise. Yes, yes. The very funny Reversey coming out. Yeah. Fucking Jerome Tennyson. Come on, make some fucking noise. Max Castillo coming out later tonight.
All right.
It's going to be a good show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the show started, shall we?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Hi Tonight Show. Make some noise for your first guest. I love this dude. He's been here since season 1. Willie Hart! And I don't think you had this much merch on you last time either, huh?
I pretty much keep it.
Check out that motherfucking hat, guys. That's hot as shit. Oh, does it fit my big ass head, man?
No, they kind of all still in the same size. You know, it's possible.
So Willie High the brand.
We're here, man.
To catch people up, other than merchandise, you support marijuana in that you have your own. You have your own special strains. And you fucking...
You know what, though?
You cook with them.
This is the last weed that I have from last year's batch.
Damn. Last year? That's 2018 shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought it.
Good year. Yeah.
I got new plants going in the, sit here for whatever.
I don't know, man. I'm a new me. I can't.
Man, you know, we got some lunch. You already got a lot here, so you just grab a few nuts and for next week's show.
I promised myself I wouldn't look back. This smells like all my mistakes. Oh, God damn.
That is what it is, man. It's all weed. It smokes, you know.
What you been up to, man?
So, man, last I was here, we was talking about like weed stocks and stuff like that.
You gotten deeper into that?
I got deeper. I invested more money in, man. I did a commercial. You know, I act on the side, and I took almost all my money from the commercial. And I put in more weed stocks. It was crazy.
What kind of commercial?
A CVS commercial.
What were you doing?
What was I doing?
I gotta look for you. I'm gonna go.
It's hard. I haven't even seen
you
it.
got
They just sent the check.
now? Oh.
But,
so you took that, and
took
not
that.
only investing in stocks, which is fucking interesting. I'm still scared about it, but your own business as well.
As well. I went out and took a look at some land in California City. It's going to be Marijuanaville.
Oh shit! Marijuanaville? It's okay, we got more. It's all right.
All right, we'll work it out.
Marijuanaville is what you're gonna call it?
Yeah, that's why I want to change the name of the street where my land is on to Marijuanaville. It's like no one there in the middle of the desert, so you know, a couple $100 they might let me do it.
That's badass.
But
be growing out there and shit.
Absolutely. They're turning some land over from residential to like industrial, so you'll be able to do all your weed shit there. So I mean, if anybody sees this, you have some money, you know, maybe you might be my neighbor and shit, you know, shit is expensive out there. So I mean, you know, it is what it is.
And while you're doing that, you got I mean, you had fried fucking chicken. You had weed fried chicken. You got
Thanksgiving, right?
yes, Thanksgiving. God damn, is that still going on this year?
I mean, we can make it happen any year.
Dude, guys, we gotta get together. Oh
We can do Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'll be up cooking all night, but we can make it happen. That's what we're gonna do. Next show,
You're a motherfucking chef, man.
we can make it happen.
You guys gotta check that shit out. What you got going on in the future?
So right now, I'm just waiting for all the farm shit to happen off. Just waiting for the marijuana stocks to happen off. And smoking some weed.
That's right, man.
I'm writing some jokes. Hopefully I'm going to do some stand-up later on Garage Mic.
Oh, guys, stick around. Fucking Willie High's gonna be doing some stand-up. When did you start doing this shit?
The one time you took me out, I've been writing since, so
Okay.
I sucked then, I'll probably suck now.
Well, hey, you write. I don't fucking write.
Hey, well.
Shit, so you already got that going.
See, but you write your jokes. Like, I don't do comedy, I just smoke weed.
Yeah.
So a voice in my head says, you should do comedy.
Yeah, it's not much different. They're smoking weed too.
Exactly, but I mean, you know, me sitting here talking to you is not me standing here doing my comedy.
Oh, man.
You know, so it's like a different vibe.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll see what
You
happens.
gonna talk about your business and investing and shit? You got some jokes about that?
Absolutely not. When I get high, I turn into like a relationship therapist and shit. So I'll be taking some situations and letting people hear what I got to say about them. You know.
I love it, man. You're
Yeah.
so fucking busy. Can you tell everyone where to find you?
You can find me on Instagram at WillieHigh_cafe, and that's it.
Hell
That's
yeah.
all I check. Everything else is a waste of time. You can directly message me right there. If you need some edibles, you can check the list. I ain't got time to go off. Well, you know what? I do have it. You know, this is
On Instagram?
this is the high on Instagram. Sorry,
All right. Oh shit.
that's at Willie High Cafe _cafe. Please, WILLI, like it says on the hat. High _cafe. All right.
As seen on the High Tonight Show.
This is
shit.
the hot item.
Oh,
This is what I get called for every night. Someone wants some medicated caramel popcorn. Now this bag, if you eat this whole bag, you're gonna fuck your night up. And half of tomorrow. This bag is $25.
That popcorn looks like weed right now. It's so fucking green.
Try some.
Holy shit. I might as well.
No, take a handful. I know how you do.
Let's make some noise. Willie let's bring out the first comedian of the evening. Make some fucking noise. High Tonight Show. Reversed it! Woo!
Great. I've never been around this much weed, so this is going to be interesting. I put on makeup for this. And because I want to get married. I'm just trying to find that perfect blend. You're fuckable and you can trust me at a PTA meeting, right? Which is weird. I was married, and I didn't like that. But the idea of doing it again is like, how do you follow up the success, right? Oh shit, I wasn't gonna do it. Rape. Rape. It's never a good subject, but whenever I get in front of people, I feel like, I don't know, I have to say it. Anybody who feels uncomfortable, I say just relax. It'll hurt less. Right? You've heard that, right? Just lay back and relax. It will hurt less.
I've never heard that.
Really? Oh yeah, if somebody forces sex with you, just lay back, relax, and close your eyes and imagine it's something you want to do. You know, I've been doing a little survey, a little rape survey, and I've discovered that men with smaller dicks are rapier than men with big dicks.
Hey.
You guys are taking this seriously. I appreciate that. You know, a man with a big dick, he looks at you and he goes, "Hey, do you want this?" And I have to go, "Yes, I do." But a man with a little dick, he's talking to you about the patriarchy, right? And he's like talking to you about women's liberation. Before you know it, you feel something, and you're like, even though it's small, I can feel you. Like, he's like, just a little bit, and it's like, it's never gonna be more than a little bit. Super sad. It is super sad, and it's even more sad when it's big dick energy and small dicks. That's betrayal, if I've ever seen it. You know, I like to test it when I meet a guy, just how rapey he is. So at some point during lovemaking, I just lay back like a dead fish and stare at the ceiling. And some men, they're like, hey, what's wrong? That's a good dude. And some men, they just like keep going, and they're like, whatever that is, I'll just deal with that later. That's a guy with a couple of rape traits. Which is not as good. I just got back from Bali recently. That's a place where you have to believe in reincarnation if you want to drive. Like I was gonna get on a scooter with this Balinese guy, and I go like, hey, do I need a helmet? And he's like, no, we have God. And I'm like, can we lower the stakes and just pray for a helmet? Or you know, I know I get, you know, my sex life, I get asked about that a lot. I don't know why. Right now, it's every 6 months I sleep with a stranger and go like, this is overrated. And I know I need to relax around men. People tell me that all the time. But it's super difficult. It's a lot of men close to me right now. It's like so much easier around hyenas, male hyenas. They only have consensual sex. Or roosters. They only rape. You see a rooster, you run. But the human male, then you stand there and know you go like, oh, now it's up to the free will. And you're like, what's gonna decide this? Am I in the makeup, or is it my cleavage? Or, and at some point you're like, would it be a compliment? No, right? I mean, that's not okay to say. It's not a compliment to be raped. But if there was a lineup of women, and I was the only woman in that entire lineup of a lot of women that wasn't raped by this man, I would wonder. For the rest of my life, I would wonder. I know. It was too far. You should have really, it's like so wrong. I know that. I thought, yeah, I should have gotten softer. I should have been less harsh, you know? Like people say kids make you softer. I say my abortion made me softer. You know, like saving a kid from being raised by me has made me feel like a real charity worker. Right? Yeah, you agree. That's good. People say don't text and drive. Who the fuck texts and drives anymore? I'm always emailing and looking at Instagram. I drive like I believe in reincarnation. I believe in reincarnation. I don't care. It's almost true. I would care. I would care. I definitely would care. You know, I was thinking, do you know these people who say, oh, I love animals? I have a problem with those people. Because they want some kind of feeling that I should feel that they're very compassionate people for loving animals. Pets are the easiest thing to love. It's something that requires you to survive. It follows you around. Do you know what requires much more compassion to love? Is men who leave their kids in a different state. And when it comes to that, I am motherfucking Teresa. Okay, if you're a girl and you don't know where your father is, ask me. I'm sure I know. He's at some point been in my bed. That's it's not good. But I've stopped. I have stopped this charity work altogether. And some of the men, they're coming back to me now. They're like, Ree, you don't love me anymore? I'm like, sure I do. But it's so much easier when I don't see or hear you. I want to give another animal fact. In those species in which the female side of the animal makes a noise during orgasm, they do that in order to attract more males. I always try not to think of that when a man makes me come, but every time I'm like, where are the neighbors? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I'm done. Are you? Yeah, I think so. I mean, do we want more?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, darn.
Ladies and gentlemen, reverse So she's not smoking. She's sober, really.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
But how's it going? I mean, it's a really fucking tight studio.
Oh, it's going good. You know, I've never been high in my entire life.
But your eyes are red right now.
Really? This is getting high? I'm not feeling
Nothing?
Did you want to?
No.
No pressure. No pressure.
We've broken people in before. We've had
have to
fucking-
ask.
Yeah,
It's
we've
only
had virgins
socially-
on here.
Really?
The thing to do.
It's not good though. Yeah, because you get paranoid usually.
I'm sure I would. I've never been drunk. I've never been high. I'm not sure what would happen. I think I would start crying. That's my usual response to anything.
What I tell people is, you just have to say, whatever that is that's going on that I think that's going to make me crazy, that's just the weed.
Yeah.
That's just the weed. And
In
then
case you
move
ever
past
go
that. Yeah, move past that.
But don't. You just drink water?
Yes.
Oh my god.
She's sober! Nothing! I don't know what else you can do. Everything, like sugar's a drug, right?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about yourself, Bree.
Oh shit. I'm born in Sweden, raised in Sweden.
You were really, like, originally, that's what you spoke?
Yeah. Like I spoke Swedish.
You speak really good English.
Thanks.
I don't, like, it's no accent or nothing. It's just a good old American. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Swedish. Sober.
Yeah, I like to sound like a white valley girl or something. Like
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Do you have any other, like,
References? No.
oh no. I heard you do voices though. No, wait, no. Accents. No.
No.
You know languages.
Oh my god.
I mean, probably all those things, voices, languages, and yeah, I speak other languages. I mean, I spoke Swedish in Sweden.
Mm-hmm. You do jokes in Swedish?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, I try. I'm not very funny, but I try.
Tell us a Swedish joke.
I'm a dickhead, so. I'm sorry, I just started to speak Swedish, but I mean, why would I? You wouldn't know where the punchline is.
I just thought like they would translate. Like I would know.
There might be one
pause.
Swedish viewer.
yeah. I do that joke in Swedish.
No,
They're not
we're
all
really
sober.
hoping for no. None of them are sober. I wish.
So what'd you come to America for?
I went to school for acting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was very serious about it. I never thought I would do comedy.
When'd you start comedy then?
5 years ago,
No
when I got
shit.
divorced.
All right.
And you know how that is.
That's why I don't want to get married, Isaac, because divorce, they just hold it over your head, you know?
I don't know. I preferred my divorce to the marriage. I didn't like my wedding day as much as I liked my divorce.
The divorce was perfect.
Yeah, it was. It made me very happy. I felt very free. I felt like I'd made a decision for myself. People told me I was glowing.
That's fucking hilarious. So, you've been doing comedy 5 years?
Yeah,
Out here in Los Angeles?
yeah.
Cool. What you been up to? Like any shows or anything? You want to
No.
promote something?
No, I'm going to Sweden, so I'll promote that.
Oh, shit. The motherland.
I'm going to Sweden at the end of February.
Okay. You sound more Swedish when you're talking about Sweden. I think.
Yeah, I think I get emotional. Yeah, I'm starting to relax.
Yeah.
That's
so-
cool. You gonna do shows out there?
Yeah, I'll do shows out there.
Well, where can everyone find you though?
And Instagram, Life as Re.
Life as Re.
Twitter, Facebook, Reverstig, VERSTEEGH. And nobody can spell my name. I don't know. Yeah.
I love it. Well, you're hilarious, Reed. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
out. Guys, make some noise for Reverstig! Richport! Motherfucking Richport! Richport! Woo!
Richport. Hi Tonight Show. Vamos allá. La pelea, la pelea, la pelea, la pelea, la pelea. Empezamos todos los días con esta poesía que yo te escribo todos los días. Me tienes pensando sin aliento. Ya tú sabes, tú me dejas sin el viento. Que respiro esta brisa. Yo no sé por qué tengo tanta prisa de llegar a tu corazón, qué sé yo. Es que te lo quiero decir yo hoy. Mi mente no estaba funcionando. No sé de qué yo estaba hablando cuando estábamos peleando. Tú y yo estábamos armando cuando estábamos peleando, sacando pistolas, armando el coro, policía. Tú sabes, esa es la vía. Cuando uno está peleando en relaciones, uno sabe por qué. Tiene miles razones de por qué pelear. Cuando tiene problemas en la mente de capacidad que no puede relajar, tiene que avisar cuando en estos momentos va a pasar. Pensar y analizar, porque carajo tú tienes que comenzarla si tú estás todos los días. Ya tú sabes que esto no es la gran vía, pero como quiera hoy, ya tú sabes que te doy. Y si voy, voy, yo te doy. Hoy. Siempre peleamos y nos arreglamos, y peleamos de nuevo y nos arreglamos de nuevo. Mi cielo, te quiero. Estamos en el medio de esta pendeja, pero como quiera resolver la pendeja, porque ya nos metimos, ya nos sacudimos, ya nos dimos el chapuzoncito los dos juntos en esto del amor. Como quiera peleamos, pero como quiera estoy contigo. Ya tú sabes, mami, que 100% porque en esta relación hay que meterle de esto. Si queremos brillar, si queremos sufrir, si queremos brindar, tenemos que relajar, tenemos que hacer las paces, tenemos que hacer las paces, cosas locas, eres la pa' que me alborota el corazón. Como quiera tú sabes que tú eres mi amor, eres todo para mí y te voy a lucir, baby. Te quiero a ti y nada más a ti. Aunque peleamos no me importa, porque cuando tú te quitas esa ropa tú me vuelves bien loca, loca. Eres una loca, 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 diabla, diabla, diosa, santuviera, una diabla, una diosa, mi tesoro, eres fina, ya tú sabes, mami, que contigo hago cocaína, no me importa lo que quieras tú, porque me hace pacato en el corazón. Te quiero, mi amor, por favor, peleemos hoy, porque después nos damos besitos de esos ricos en Puerto Rico. ¿Te acuerdas en la casa cuando tú me dabas, cuando tú me asabas la carne asada, me la adobabas, me hacías la baba loca? Explota. Richport.
That was fun.
We got one more coming from Richport, ladies and gentlemen.
Good shit, Steve.
Shit. Woo. What was that called, Rich?
That was La Pelea.
Yeah.
This is cosa linda, cosa bella.
Oh, shit. Richport.
Cosa linda, cosa bella que tú eres. Esa cadera como mueven, vienen. Mira, nena, mueve linda esa maicena. Que cocina como tu abuela. Tan linda con ese sazón. Ya tú sabes, mira, nena, llegó el sabrosón. A bailar esa salsa o el merengazo. Solo abrazo, yo no quiero cocotazo. Nacimos para vivir, nacimos para soñar. Nuestro destino es fluir, nuestra misión es amar. En mis sueños te veo, en mi mente está, en mi corazón te llevo para toda la eternidad. Si tú quieres, yo te compro los diamantes. Si tú quieres, yo te compro todo el oro. Yo seré tu fiel amante, tú mi lindo tesoro. conquistadora y rompe el suelo como batidora. El tesoro más preciado del mundo, pues el mundo te anda buscando, pero tú lo sigues bailando. Tú sabes como el mambo. Cosa linda, cosa bella que tú eres. Cosa linda, cosa bella me entretiene. Te quiero más que el sol, te quiero más que a la luna, porque eres mi vida entera, no hay ninguna. Si amarte es un delito, delincuente yo seré. Cumpliré mi condena, pero jamás te olvidaré. Haré. Si te fuese el maldito una roca, haría subir la marea para besar tu boca. Hi tonight. Channel 310. Tan rica con ese sazón. Ya tú sabes, mira nena, llegó el sabrosón a bailar esa salsa o el merengazo. Solo abrazo yo no quiero, cocotazo. Si yo fuese el mar y tú una roca, haría subir la marea para besar tu boca. Dame un poco de cadera, cosa linda, cosa bella. Dame un poco de cadera, cosa linda, cosa bella. Que eres Bridgeport. Gracias, mi gente.
Yeah, should I? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you want. I've been on High Tonight, not as Bridgeport.
This isn't technically as Steve Des. Steve Des,
Steve
the
Des,
comedian.
the comedian.
And he's fucking hilarious as a comedian.
And, oh, he is?
Yes.
That's
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, you went from doing, like, you got a lot of momentum with the comedy. Why'd you start with music? You didn't start that long ago. Tell everyone, like, just a couple of weeks, you've got this music going.
Yeah, so I've been in this music journey for the past, like, five to 6 months, I would say.
Dude, you're killing it.
Yeah, like,
I love this shit.
I literally, like, how it happened was, so I just started traveling. I love traveling. I'm literally leaving. As soon as I'm done with the show, I'm taking a flight back to Puerto Rico.
Oh shit!
Legit, I'm leaving for a couple of weeks. And I was one of my travels. Like I went to Mexico, and all I kept hearing, bro, in the radio, in the clubs, in the Ubers, everywhere, even with the hookers out there, like they all were listening to like Puerto Rican, like Spanish music, Puerto Rican, like that Latin.
That's my favorite part of Despacito, man.
Yeah, bro, Despacito, the biggest video on YouTube, Puerto Ricans.
Right.
So I was like, yo, Puerto Ricans are really taking over on this music game. So I have to get on it because I have the sound. And then I just teamed up with like the right people. I have the awesome engineers. I've been writing my ass off, and then I had my first performance last Wednesday at, oddly enough, Club Bahia, the club I used to produce a show at. You remember that?
That's right.
Somebody's laughing in the back.
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too at the beginning. But then, you know, they got a little threatening. Bahia, yeah. Where Dave Chappelle practices special. And yeah, like now I'm doing this music thing, and honestly, just based on the feedback that I'm getting, I'm like, yo, I should really like press the gas pedal on this music stuff, and like, not necessarily slow my comedy, but I'm just saying like I'm getting more compliments in my music than my comedy, so I'm like,
you do so much, man. You got acting going on, motherfucking. Now I mean, is it rap? I don't know. The second song it was still rapping, but it was so fucking, you could dance slow to that shit. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, so I want to have like a little bit for everybody, you know, because when I was a kid, I remember everybody had a clique, you know, in high school. Like, the popular girls with the popular girls, the kids that like fucking Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh! With them, the girls that were from fucking Middle East or something, they get together. And I was like, yo, why do people just get together in these small groups? I'm just gonna be the one that's gonna be in every group. So I just wanted to like listen to what everybody was listening to, and I didn't put myself in a box, and I kind of want to do that with my music. Like, I don't want to just do reggaeton or just do like trap. You know,
that's what I want to hear from you is trap, that thug shit.
That thug shit. I have some trap shit.
Ghettos of fucking, you know, Puerto Rico.
I got something like that, but I didn't. For high tonight, unfortunately, I brought like dancey, lively stuff.
I dig it. Well, we're high. You don't want to scare us.
Yeah.
Motherfucking. So Richport Raps online.
Yeah.
You got like an album dropping soon. You want to talk about?
So right now I'm dropping singles. Plan some album, not entirely yet, but like you can catch. There's at least 2 singles out. I'm basically releasing a new cover and a new single every month for the rest of 2019.
Holy shit.
So every 8th there's a new cover, and that will be on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and all that stuff. And then the single, the 20th of every single month for the rest of 2019, is going to be on Spotify, on Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Be on the lookout every fucking
Richport.
month. Man, he's gonna keep you busy. Guys, make some noise. Richport, aka Hi tonight. All right, please put your hands together. Max Castillo. Yeah.
Thank you, Rich. That was like the dopest show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God my girlfriend's not here. She would leave me immediately for that shit. Jesus Christ. He's like rapping and in Spanish. I'm like, I don't stand a chance. That's not real. Guys, I love music. I love jazz. Anybody out here love jazz?
Fuck yeah.
I love jazz. I love jazz because that's like the music people used to turn up to back in the day. You know what I mean? Like back in the jazz club, it'd be like, all right, everyone, this next one's called Skibbity Bibbity. Some guys like, that's it. You call anything a jazz song, right? It's because jazz comes from this time where like no one could show emotion about anything. So people just like, all right, give me another quart of gin and tell that trumpet player to keep it going. And they just go in the back and like kill themselves. I don't fucking know. It was the 30s, bro. Shit was rough. I love jazz too because of the nicknames that people would get, right? Because like you have Charlie Parker, who's known as the Bird, and you got dudes like Cannonball Adderley and Dizzy Gillespie. That's dope. Seems like anything could be a jazz nickname, right? Like you go to a jazz club and you're like, yo, who's playing tonight? They're like, yo, tonight we got Broom Handle Jackson. Why do you call him Broom Handle? Man, because his music sweeps you off your feet. I'm like, okay. Right. Who's up after that? Yo, after that, we got Ice Cream Man Stevens. Why is he known as the Ice Cream Man? Because his music is so chill and smooth. Like, oh, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. All right, who's playing piano? Yo, playing piano tonight. We got Heroin Addiction Adams.
Oh, wow.
They're like, oh, yo, no, I get it. It's because his music is so good that like you can't get enough of it. No, it's actually because of his debilitating heroin addiction. It's great. Like you go to a jazz club nowadays with people my age. It's like, all right, y'all, give it up on the drums. We got Student Loan Debt Wilkins. Back here we got Commitment Issues Walter. And make some noise for my favorite, still on his cell phone still on his parents' cell phone playing Martinez. All right, y'all. Speaking of jazz, I also love hip hop. Make some noise for hip hop.
Woo! Yeah.
Exactly. I love hip hop because the central part of every hip hop song is just, I'm the greatest and you guys can all suck it. That's like the central message of every hip hop song. I also love hip hop for this reason right here. When I say pancakes, y'all say syrup. Pancakes, syrup. Pancakes, syrup. That's the power of hip hop, y'all. Like a perfect example of how powerful hip hop is. One of the greatest I think to ever do it. One of my favorite artists, Missy Elliott. She's like so attractive in such a weird way, right? Because she's so powerful. Like she'll come in the club looking like a PE teacher. And she'll be like the baddest one in there. You're like, I can't figure it out. I also love hip hop because nobody hates someone else the way another rapper hates another rapper. You know what I mean? Because like if anything else is like, man, I hate that guy. And hip hop, it's like, yo, I hate you, man. I hate you so much. I'm gonna spend time writing a song about how much I hate you. There's gonna be lots of metaphors in there, and the words are gonna rhyme. Then I'm gonna go in a studio and record it. We're gonna make sure the levels are nice and the volume is good. That's how much I hate it. That's really romantic. Romantic if you think about it. Hip hop's also cool because like it's always a very polarized genre. You know, it's always highs or lows. Like every hip hop song is like, "Yo, we got jewelry on an airplane," or like, "My family got eaten by a pit bull." Like there's no middle. Like why is there no hip hop songs about things that just mildly inconvenience you? Like DMX just got out of prison. Shouts out DMX.
Yeah.
I would love for DMX's next record to just be about like something that is like a minor problem. Like DMX is like, you turn that on, he's like, "Yeah, where my dogs at? I wake up in the AM, I'm about to go ham. Ain't got no milk for my cereal, I'm about to bring the mayhem." Like, honestly, you know. Or you get Kendrick Lamar, he's like, I got too many people in this Uber pool. Like, I don't want Kendrick Lamar to be late. And finally, I love hip hop purely because of how far producers have come along. Like producers used to just be, you know, very behind the scenes. No one really knew who they were. Now they just yell that shit right at the beginning of the song. You're like, "And let's press play. Mike Will made it." I'm like, all right. Like I wish I could do. Like I'm a bartender. I wish I could just be like, Max Castillo. Every time I say, yeah, you guys have been awesome. I'm Max Castillo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
You dress like a jock kind of thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Dig it?
I wear this. It's just very non-threatening. It's like
rich golf shit.
Exactly. I got this at a thrift shop for $4. It's great. You can't look threatening and wear like a fuzzy shirt.
Man, you has anyone ever told you you look like Bradley Cooper?
Yes, I have gotten that a lot. I appreciate it. Because it's like, "Hey man, you look like this really handsome, successful person."
There you go.
Thank you.
I always get Roseanne or Chaz Bob. Successful, I guess. You're fucking hilarious, man. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm from Pensacola, Florida, which is like North Florida. I'm 30 minutes from Alabama. I started doing comedy in college. Moved out here about 2 years ago, and I'm loving it. It took me a while because I'm from like a pretty small place. So I remember the first time I moved out here and I drove to Trader Joe's. It was like a nightmare. Just I've never seen like this many cars, this much traffic, but yeah, I love it. It's been great meeting real cool people. I've been like stoked to get on this because I've been following y'all for a little while. So I was like, "Oh, I get to be on Guys Night Show. I can't believe it."
Yeah, Channel 310. Yeah, so you check out all those shows. We got to get you all of them.
Let's do it.
6 of them. I'm fucking running through every one of them.
It's like the Elite Four in Pokemon and shit.
Yeah, you gotta get badges, man. So, what were you going to college for?
So I went to school for like English and like writing and journalism and stuff because I wanted to be like a sports commentator.
Okay.
You're right, because when I was younger, my cousins that were older than me like would never let me play video games, so fuck them. So what I would do is I would just sit on the side and be like, "All right, you guys will play Madden. I'll just do the play-by-play, I guess." And then that's kind of what led me into performing and doing all that. So I discovered like stand-up like my junior year of college. I was like, all right, this is the thing I'm gonna do. So I love it. It's a blast.
I'm glad you fucking stuck to it too.
Thank
you. You do some shit out here now?
Yeah. I'm doing stand-up out here. I run a show out in North Hollywood.
Cool.
It's called Scoopty Boopties.
Right. It's fun to say.
It is. It's real fun to say. You follow us on Instagram, exactly how you think it's spelled. But yeah, y'all come out. We do it once a month, and I think that's like my favorite thing. And I'm in a sketch comedy group called Key Lime Pie. Look us up on YouTube. We got a bunch of dumb shit on there too. I'm out here. I'm doing it.
Tell me more about your Scoopty Boopty. Why'd you call it that?
So we started it in college. We came up with the name Scoopty Boopties because a good friend of ours used to work at Whole Foods. And like the pizza section, one time almost got fired because he came into work and he was making pizzas while just screaming Italian gibberish while he was tossing pizza dough. And so his manager was like right there, and he was like, "Pizza, pizza, scoop, de boop, de blah, 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 blah." And so they were like, "That's hilarious, you almost got fired for that." And so that's where the name came from.
Where's the show at?
It's at our house. We live up in North Hollywood, so if y'all feel like making the pilgrimage all up to the valley, I'd greatly appreciate it. We do free beer, free water. We have a patio out back. Y'all can smoke if you want.
Hey.
Yeah, so
I like it, man. Scoopty Boopty, once a month. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Max Castillo Comedy, CASTILLO. You can find me on YouTube, Key Lime Pie, Scoopty Boopties, on Instagram, and also my Venmo. Hit me up on there.
Hell yeah. Rich, what'd you think? What'd you think of Max?
freaking amazing, man. I run a show called Nobody's Sober on Tuesday.
Oh yes, Nobody's
We definitely
Sober.
gotta connect. This girl,
Town Playhouse.
I was howling. How funny they are.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I love it. Well, guys, make some fucking noise. That was Matt, longtime friend of the channel. I love this man, Jerome Tennyson. Goose Squad. This man is a fucking wisdom teacher. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what's up, hot tonight? Back. Excited to be here. Did you guys watch the Fire Festival documentary on Netflix?
You watch both?
I watched both, but the one on Netflix, that was the more entertaining one. That one was the most entertaining one. When the guy said that he was gonna suck some dick, that was. He was like, yeah, he called me and he told me that in order to get the water, I was gonna have to suck some dick. And I wanted to know what brand of water, because I am not sucking dick for the sign. So when I found out it was Avion, I said, okay. So I lit some candles and started a bubble bath. And I set the mood, I turned some music. Got out of my bath, I got dressed, I brushed my teeth. I even rinsed my mouth out with mouthwash. And I jerked off once, just once. Only one time. Before I hopped in the car and headed there, and I was prepared to suck some dick. I mean, I don't even have long hair, but I put what I could in a ponytail so that I could be ready. And when I got there, it turns out, this is when he was all disappointed. He was like, and when I got there, it turns out I didn't have to suck any dick. And that's when I realized this festival was a sham. Like, all that.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy, man. And it showed you too, like, the cultural difference too, because, like, first of all, like, the stuff that he got away with, the guy who was trying to run the festival, right? And one of the things that he did was he tied himself in with Ja Rule, right? So that was like the name that he used to tie in. And what's crazy about that is, like, okay, so Ja Rule is still cool to certain cultures. Like, certain circles is still cool. Now, if I was trying to go to my homies and I'm like, man, yo, look, check this out. I got this island, right? And we're like, and I'm like, yeah, I got this island, and I want to throw a festival. They're like, oh man, I don't know, man. You got somebody backing you or something? Like, that's the thing. I got Ja Rule. I'm like, nigga, wait, who? Like Ja Rule. Like, nigga, this ain't the early 2000s, late 90s. Like, it's the equivalent, like, I got Lil Zane. Y'all know.
We captured.
That's crazy. That Fire Festival was entertaining, you know. I realized, man, I'm a hoarder. I didn't even realize, like, cause I keep everything in my, like, I have so much stuff in my trunk. It's crazy. Like, I have, like, everything I can think of is, like, I put it in my, you would think I live out my car with how much stuff I have in my trunk. And I didn't realize how bad it was, so I got a flat tire, right? And then I had to, you know, take all that stuff out so I could change my tire, get to the spare tire. So anyways, I ended up calling AAA. You know what I mean? Not that, like, help me change the tire, but so they can help me take some of this stuff off the damn trunk. So I could get to the damn tire. I had old stuff in there, stuff from like 2007, 6. I was like, what am I doing, man? Paperwork. And then, like, something in me, I couldn't throw it away. Like, I couldn't, like, even though after all that, you would think, like, okay, I'm gonna clean up my life, just couldn't do it. Not even at the New Year's. So I'm a high school math teacher.
Hey.
Yeah. So high school math teacher, man. February's coming up, almost Black History Month. And I like to do a thing during Black History Month, even though I teach math, where I just pretty much make up a lot of facts, black inventions to my students. And they just listen to me. Like, I'm like, you see this? Like, if I was holding a mic in class, they see this mic right here? A black man invented this mic. And I'd be like, oh, okay, oh, really? I'm like, that pencil that you hold right there, black man invented that pencil. I'd be like, what? A black man invented this pencil? I'm like, yeah, everything great. So I got like all my students thinking like everything great black people did. We invented everything. And then I give like mini black history lessons, right? Like I one time I put 3/5 on the board. That's all I wrote. That's all I wrote. I just wrote 3/5. Students come in, they was like, what? And I was like, what does this mean to you? They was like, it's a fraction. I was like, no. It's not a fraction. This is what America thought black man was. 3/5. That's all I be doing in there. Man, I think I'm too supportive of a teacher too, cause like, man, like I've listened to so many mixtapes. So, like, my students give me like all these like, oh man, I want to be a rapper. You know, here's my mixtape. And like, I don't know how to tell them that they garbage. Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, you really need to pay attention in class. Ease up on the neck tattoos because you're gonna have to get a job. I just wanted to let them know, man. Like, you ain't gonna make it. Like, you don't have what it takes. But I try to be supportive of them. I try. I'm nicer to the athletes than the rest of the students. Like the ones I think that's gonna go pro and make money, like I'm way nicer to them. Well, I had this one kid who's a football star, right? And he runs a 4.3 40-yard dash. Like fast as heck, right? So I'm nice as heck to him. Like I'm like, man, you don't have to do no work while you in my class. You know what I mean? I'm like, we chilling. Like everybody else is doing work, and I'm just playing catch with them. Play catch. I'm like, hold it like this, so when the ball hits your hand,
Favorite teacher.
Yeah, man. I'm like, you know, if you want me to, I can talk to your other teachers. In fact, you can call me Dad. So he calls me Dad. Like this dude calls me Dad. He calls me Dad. He's like, man, we have lunch. We just be chilling, right? And I'm like, man, I'm about to get him to sign a contract. He turns 18 soon, so I'm about to have him sign this contract so I can make sure when he makes it, I get some kind of percentage. I was going to have him do that. But he ended up tearing his ACL, man. It was sad. He tore his ACL. He tore his ACL, PCL. He tore like everything. His whole knee was messed up. And yeah, so it doesn't look too good for him. So he came into class. I remember when he first got hurt. He came in that Monday, and he was like, "Dad, Dad, Dad." I'm like, "What's wrong, man?" He's like, "Man," he's crying. He's like, "I tore my ACL." He's like, "All right, I'm about to lose all my scholarships. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And I was like, "Well, first of all, easy with the dad stuff. Stop with all that. And the first thing you're gonna do is start making up all these missing damn assignments that you. Thank you guys. I'm Jerome Tennyson.
Yeah! Jerome Tennyson.
Teacher of the year.
Dude, it's good to have you on.
Man, thanks for having me back, man. This show is off the hook, man. I'm glad to be back.
Are you a cool teacher?
I am, but I'm okay right now.
No drug dogs that come in the middle of this.
I used to smoke a whole lot, like all the time, and they had this one called Grape Ape that I used to like smoking.
Yeah.
And I used to smoke it all the time, but then it started like kind of catching up to me a little bit. Because like one time me and my brother, we were going out, right? And I just got done smoking, and he's with his girl, so I'm talking to his girl, trying to convince her to come out with us. So we get in, right? I'm driving, so I put her in the back seat. Right, I lift my seat up, put her in the back seat. Brother gets in the passenger and we drive and I have my seatbelt on and I feel this tightness coming across my arm, right? And I'm like, oh, she just has her legs on the little arm thing, but she's pulling the seatbelt. So I didn't say anything, right? It was like, whatever, I'm just rolling through, so I didn't even say anything to her. And so we get there, right? And I'm like, finally. So I take my seatbelt off and I get out the car, right? My brother's like, we here? I was like, I know. And I'm like, lift up the back seat. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to let your girl out. And he was like, there's no girl in the back of the I was so high, I imagined that his girl was with us. What? That was weird. And I still don't know what the numbness and like outside was, but ever since then I was like, I need to ease up.
I feel that. Yeah, I've been high like that before. I used to stare at shadows and shit. It's like, that's my homie from high school. Oh my God, that's real shit. Yeah, that's the worst thing that happens from being high.
yeah, that's the worst. And then
paranoia, thinking people staring at you, leaning on you.
Yeah, the paranoia. I think paranoia may go down now that it's legal in California, so now people are.
Yeah, you have to look over your shoulder and shit.
Yeah, but that was like the most fun part about smoking weed. Like, the whole sneakiness of it, like, oh man, you smell my clothes, smell it.
That's what I used to worry about in high school, man. Yeah. That's what I always say, like.
That's what I still worry about. We be having those drug sniffing dogs that come in randomly, and the dog came in. I think the dog knew I was nervous. He was like, "Calm down, we're not here for you."
Said that to
That's what the dog told me. He was like, "We're here for the students." I was the first one out of the class, right? Just trying to make sure the hallways are clear. How you been though?
Good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming out. Man. You're fucking hilarious. I'm alright, you know. I'm glad to get back to this shit. I was off last week, out in the desert and shit. So I'm happy that fucking High Tonight show and Garage Mike are back on fucking tonight.
Yeah.
And so what you been up to since we last saw you? I know me and you were actually in a skit together.
Yeah.
On the motherfucking Goon Squad pilot, right?
Yeah.
She was fucking hilarious. It was fun because Jerome played a doctor. You got to call me fat.
Yeah.
It was great because like clearly you're not a fucking drama teacher because we had to keep doing this shit.
Yeah, I was not one take wrong. That's for sure.
Didn't understand how to call me fat. Like,
because it was like so weird for me to actually have to say it in front of you. It's usually like normally I say it when you're not around, but like, it was like action. I was like, oh, this is biography. I don't know.
So you guys gotta go check that.
No, but you worked with me though, man. We worked it out. The editing was great. Channel 310. Man, I think they used special effects for my acting. I'm pretty sure they did.
The CGI doing it.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis actually. So what you got think coming up?
Yeah, man,
your show out in the fucking. It's too far from me, man.
I do run an open mic, but I do have a show coming up at Skiptown Playhouse.
Hey, check it out.
February 1st. I'll be out there.
Home of the Goon Squad, Mike.
Home of the Goon Squad, Mike.
Yeah. Every Friday night. So I appreciate you coming out, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Where to find you?
Man, you can follow me on Instagram, Jerome_TEN. So that's it, Jerome10. That's where you can find me. Follow me up on there. And have a good time. I'll show you what it's like to be in my classroom from time to time. Show you as much as I can. They gonna fire me.
Guys, make some noise for Jerome Tennyson. Guys, we got one more final performance. Guys, make some noise here to wrap up the show. One more time. Rich Boy! Stick around.
Cuando tú te trepas pantalones o te quepa, boricua pura cepa, me como esa arepa, hace que grite huepa, epa, que nalgaje, que nalgaje, que nalgaje, en ese traje, contigo viajamos sin pasaje, mueve el culo, suave lento, movimiento que me pone violento, nos fuimos bien cool, con shot de Don Cool, ese culito me tiene viendo azul, dame casado y taíno. Mete bien fino, esos cachetes están muy bendecidos. Ya estamos y te damos Rich Boy en la cama, el puto amo. Tu cultura, tu rectura, cuidado si me diestra. La activa en la mente, la fucking maestra. Me tienes diciendo, ay puñeta, ay puñeta, ay mueve ese culo y que haga pom, 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 pom. Ponme de ti, pervertida, vamos a pervertir. Cuando baila sin ropa, a cualquiera provoca. Me como tu sopa, mi nene se explota. Mira lo linda que es. Cuando mueve el culo al revés, cuando mueve hasta los pies, me deja hablando en portugués. Agita su abunda, tus nalgas abundan, haciendo que el nene se inunda. Ya los shows hoy nos damos, traigo los porros, no los fumamos. Vemos el Netflix y chileamos, luego en la cama revolcamos y hasta 4 bebés cocinamos. Me tienes diciendo, ay puñeta, ay puñeta, ay puñeta. Mueve ese culo y que haga pom, 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 pom. Ponme la bemba, Joel y Randy abrieron la tienda. En la cama eres perfecta, estupenda. Me cambió de vivienda por tu cuerpo de ofrenda. No quiero que te ofenda, pero tu nalga me calienta, hacen que me enciendan y que coma tu cuerpo de merienda. Me tiro contigo sin bebida, me voy de huida para decir que eres mía. Me enloquecen esos cachetes, ese movimiento que parece un temple, que te doy el cheque. Si hacemos ñeque, si mal cabrito, lo hacemos bien rico de Puerto Rico. No metemos sin gorrito. Ese culo que tú tienes, mamá, hace que mueva la banana. Richport, thank you, High Tonight.
Thank you, Richport. That's a fucking wrap. High Tonight show. Oh God, guys, that's a wrap. We'll be back next week, episode 7. Thank you so much, everyone behind the scenes. Norman Davis, Derrick, Dedmon, Eric Abbenante. You guys are always there. Y'all really run this shit. Channel 310 every week, guys. Make some noise. We got Garage Mike coming up next. Yeah. Thank you so much. The only thing I have left of my Mexican heritage is I kept. Oh, I'm uncut. I left my son uncut. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of Jews, leave him alone. The kid just got here. You're trying to take a percentage already. Typical Jewish shit. I don't trust these doctors either. What are they doing with that foreskin? Making wallets and coats and shit? I don't trust them. And you can't do fun things if you don't have your foreskin, man. Everyone's like all proud of it and shit. Like it was your choice. You were a fucking baby when it happened to you. In the image of God, man, leave them alone. Mexicans, we cut grass, not foreskin, you know? That's our thing. I don't know. You can't do fun things if you don't have your foreskin, guys. Like, I do this thing called the Minty Surprise. It's a lot of fun. If you know you're going to get blown in the afternoon, you pop a couple Tic Tacs underneath your mushroom cap. You know, you pull back the foreskin, a couple Tic Tacs, you pull it back up. By the afternoon, they're dissolved, man. Your dick is a minty surprise right there. Just waiting for whoever. And that's a beautiful thing, you know? That's something you do on special occasions, like Valentine's Day or something, right? That's like leaving chocolates on a pillow. That's fucking... That's romantic. Let's go on the extra step.